Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So Solana is following our wave count further and has continued to climb in line with, well, both scenarios really. Both scenarios I shared with you in the previous video are bullish. One less bullish than the other one. In the yellow wave count, really, the target zone ends at 96.56. Well, that doesn't mean, as I said to you, it has to come down. We're going to follow the trend and just adjust the relevant support area. So also in this video, I want to share with you what is going to be the relevant support area, the micro support area. That is important, that we need to keep watching to continue to follow the trend, because that's essentially what we're doing. We are acknowledging that obviously the uptrend is strong, still unfolding. Shared with you two scenarios. In the yellow count, well, that's nearly full. Whereas in the white scenario, it could easily take us to $113 plus still. Yeah. And I warned you about getting bearish too early, because we don't want to confirm a top until even the first micro support level is broken. That's very important. Some people might miss that, but I tell you that each word in the analysis is important. Okay. So what we're dealing with still is maybe the yellow wave count, but obviously as we are getting to the, let's say, the limits of the yellow count, it gets more likely that the white wave count is going to take over. Either way, the uptrend is unfolding. For me, it doesn't matter if I call it yellow or white. They are both still an active uptrend within this third wave. And if we look at the subwave structure in the yellow count, we are still dealing here with this fifth wave, which is basically the last wave of this third wave extension. But I'm not very happy with the microstructure. That doesn't really add up to much. The way this looks now, I would have to assume the third wave is still running. There should still be a 4-5. It still looks as if it's missing. Now, that wave count now allows me to give you another micro support area. Again, what's the purpose of these areas? Well, if you are riding the trend, for example, since our trend reversal area down here, then you might want to know what the level is that, well, is a first indication when the trend breaks. You could use that for a trailing stop or things like that. How you do that, that's obviously your decision, right? Because we can really only share the levels, the analysis, the projections. What I cannot do for you is managing the trade. But if we are looking at the yellow count, then we take the length of the current third wave, and the 50% Fibonacci level is now micro support. And that's at $82.87. This is now the micro support. And against that level, the focus can be on higher in the yellow count or even in the white scenario. So if 82.87 breaks, then I might explore if the white count works out, because in the white scenario, a slightly deeper pullback would be acceptable, actually all the way down to 77.96. So we might want to try something. Yeah, you know what, maybe we'll leave it at the lower one, because obviously we're dealing with two scenarios here, right? We're dealing with two scenarios, and we don't want to, let's say this is micro support at 82.87, and then the white count takes over. So we want to adjust it in a way that the lower support area is the micro support. Hope that makes sense. And that's at 87.12. But to be honest, as we've just established, in the yellow count, we shouldn't even go below really the 38.2 retracement here. But the 50% Fib level, the way I've measured it now, that's the real support level, that if we break below that level, we'll make the white count much less likely and the yellow count as well, both together. So that's really the level that we need to watch. Until that level breaks and until we get a sustained break below that level, we do not want to confirm that a top is in place. You know, very, very important. We don't want to confirm that a top is in place. We're just following the trend, okay? And that's the way to do it. In a third wave, that's typically how we do it. We have to just adjust micro support. It has helped us in recent weeks immensely across the market, you know, across the different coins. most of the time I've simply adjusted micro support. Sometimes that became a setup when the price actually pulled back into that zone and then turned around. Great example a few days ago, again, DOT, for example. Great example, TRB. Lots of examples out there that pulled back into these zones that are communicated, most of them here in the videos, for some coins that we don't cover in the videos in our membership. And we had really very few break. I'm not even sure if we had very, very few, if any, in recent weeks, because the trend to the upside is very strong. So they are following nicely these Fibonacci projections and retracements and accept the support levels or respect them. Yeah. Now, if we keep climbing above 96.56, that's basically what I highlighted in the last video, then it's likely that the white wave structure is taking over. This is more aggressively bullish, and it's the count that we discussed in previous videos as well as a more bullish scenario. And in this scenario, we are dealing with the following targets. So the third wave should reach, minimally 106.59, but ideally higher. And the fifth wave, if that really plays out, should get to $125 plus, okay? The 1.618 for the fifth wave would be the expectation, ideally even higher. But just want to share with you what the scenarios are and the potential projections and targets. But don't see it as a guarantee to get there. The way to do it is just adjust stop loss. There's, nobody knows where exactly it's going to land, but what we can do, we have these projections, the levels to watch. The price has reacted to them, but still broke them eventually. But that's why we also track support, because until support breaks, there's no reason to confirm a top in place. That's a strategy thing, okay? We don't want to do that. We don't want to, especially in a crypto rally, you have to learn that. Most of you know that anyway, but in a third wave, you have to just follow the trend. The question is only, do we have an extension or no extension? Most of the time in a bullish market, we have extensions. These cannot be predicted, but they can be managed with the right tactics. And when we do the analysis, our strategy is just to adjust the relevant micro support areas. Otherwise, people try to predict where it's going to land, which is not the right way to do. There's no need, never a need, for us to impose our views on the market. Lots of speculation out there. Doesn't make sense. We want to wait for the data. When the data tells us a top is in, then we want to confirm it. And until then, we stay with the trend. Okay, that's my update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.